Hi, everyone. I really wish I was there in person with all of you, but this is the best that I can do, live streaming in from Maine. My name is Darcy Groton. I am a diamond with Plexus Worldwide, which is still so strange for me to say. I'm just this small town girl in a little town in Maine. We have like a population of 5,000 people. And I really only started Plexus to get my daughter and my husband and myself healthy. I never ever intended for this to be a business. I was a Montessori elementary school teacher. I loved teaching. I had, just kind of assumed that would be my lifelong job because I do love Montessori. I'm very passionate about that. It's kind of my other passion people now joke about. But Plexus has become a super duper passion of mine as well. So found the products, fell in love with them. My husband had really bad migraines and severe allergies spring and fall. Really at that point in our life, he had allergies year round. Like he was struggling all the time. And my daughter, we had been to naturopaths and doctors and had her on an anti-inflammatory diet. And she was also really struggling with digestive issues. She was 7 years old at the time and had chronic ear infections as a baby. And we gave her antibiotics every couple of months, like our doctor recommended. And no one ever mentioned probiotics and any of this or gut health or anything. They just fueled her full of antibiotics every time she had an ear infection. And I didn't know. I was a young mom. She was my first. So when we went to the naturopath and she educated me all about candida yeast and how we'd wiped out her intestinal tract with all these antibiotics and that yeast was just running rampant in her little system, I was dumbfounded. I felt ignorant as a mom and went into research mode. What is this? What is gut microbiome? And just was reading and researching when I happened to see a close friend of mine posting about Plexus and probiotics as well. And I thought, wow, she's getting into this as well. This is what I'm just learning from my naturopath. So I watched her for a few months. I was kind of skeptical, mostly because this was in a network marketing MLM package, and I didn't really trust in any of that. I wish I hadn't waited. I waited and waited and waited while my daughter was struggling. And finally, started doing more research on network marketing and realized they're not pyramid schemes. They're actually legit ways that products are delivered. They just come through a website and skip the middleman of sitting on a store shelf. So once I kind of got into researching network marketing companies and realizing, oh, these are legit models of distributing products, I called her and said, I think I might want to try some of your products. Can you tell me about them? And at that point, I was only reaching out for my daughter. But lo and behold, we got talking and she was talking about me. I was an exhausted teacher, living on sugar to survive my days, did not have energy to cook dinner, did not have energy to exercise, work out. I was exhausted and I wasn't sleeping well. I was very constipated, nervous, bit my nails down to the nubs. And she was like, I think you need to try this as well. And then we got talking about Chris and his migraines and his allergies. And she said, yes, that's gut health related too. And I was like, what? This is crazy. So the three of us went on the products. Within 3 weeks, we were feeling like completely different people. His allergies were not gone, but just the energy and the brain fog. And my daughter felt so much better within 3 weeks. A lot of her digestive issues started to get better. And we really were in awe of the products. And at that point, I didn't want it as a business, but I knew friends and family who I could just help. So I was reaching out privately. Laura didn't even know this, telling people like, you should look into this stuff. Here's ingredients. Like, this is what it's doing for us already in 3 weeks. And people trusted me and ordered, and I kind of accidentally didn't know even how it worked, but had a paycheck the next month of like $600. And I started in September 26th. I joined. So I was sharing in October. And so November, I got this paycheck and I was like, this is amazing. Like, this can help with Christmas. Like, this could change our lives. Like, what is this business model? So then I asked Laura, like, tell me about the business. Like, I love teaching, but if this could supplement, we were in heavy debt, credit card debt, medical debt. My son was 5 and we were still paying off his birth and delivery. In the United States, we have to pay for birth and delivery. Because the hospital didn't carry interest, we made like $25 minimum payments because we had credit card debt that was charging interest and our car payments. And the medical debt was like the stuff we paid the most minimal on because it didn't have interest. But anyway, it's awful to feel that way. I don't know if any of you can relate. or know people that can relate, but that is a bigger stressor in our world than the health issues were, because we didn't know month to month. I mean, there was nothing left month to month. We budgeted out our groceries. Like, you know, I had lists and I had to follow my lists, and like we had a strict budget for everything. So, anyway, my husband was working 2 jobs, I think, at the time, UPS in the morning, and then he would go part-time architecture in the afternoon because he was trying to get his architecture degree. Anyway, I saw Plexus as a tool or a vehicle to get us maybe out of debt. I would stay teaching, we would keep all of our jobs, and we could just start slowly paying off credit card debt mostly. So goal number one was to not have to charge Christmas, because we would charge Christmas and then be paying it off till 6 months later. So I worked really hard in November and got another big paycheck in December, and we didn't put a dime of Christmas on our credit cards that year. And we were like, this is amazing. This is incredible. So then people started trying the products, feeling better, loving the products. And it was like a snowball of like natural, people started sharing themselves with their friends and family. And you know, the motto of Plexus is like, if you know 3 people in your life and you help somebody sign up and they know 3 and they know 3 and they know 3, that's really how it works. And with 3 people, you can get your products paid for. So it was kind of like an easy, like, just find 3 people, you can stay on the products and you're helping those 3. And so many women on this team are teachers, helpers. We do this to help others. We want others to feel better and know that gut health and balanced blood sugar is the answer. So within that first year, I left my teaching job, became a stay-at-home mom, which was an absolute dream. I never thought that was ever going to be possible, but my children got the worst of me after teaching all day. Like I said, I was exhausted. So it was like, and in the summers, I worked a second job. So that summer when I left teaching was the first summer I just got to be present with my kids, going to the beach, going to zoos and making memories with my kids. And it was magical, you guys. Like the biggest blessing has been time, like time with my family. So, yeah, I just kept working and sharing and, you know, every day putting a little bit into my Plexus business. And within less than 2 years, I became a jewel in the company. I went to Hawaii that year, full paid trip with my husband, which was crazy. Flights, hotel, rental car, all paid for. It was such a dream. We could not afford to take a tropical vacation. So it was just amazing. I earned a Lexus. I drive this beautiful Lexus, which again is crazy and wild. And we started making 6 figures. And so we are debt-free, climbing out of debt. Our mortgage is what we have left now, which is amazing. We're pouring into our retirement, into the kids' college funds, and it's just a crazy journey. So if you are looking just for side money, if you are looking for full-time money, this team is amazing, supportive. I've had the most fun. I've met amazing people. We've now traveled so much more thanks to Plexus. And I'm so excited to always travel and see my friends. I came up to see Lisha in Canada and hung out with her team. I think it was last year. I can't remember, Lisha. But, you know, thanks all of you guys for coming over tonight, learning more, being open. I mean, mostly we just want people to be open, to learn about gut health and balanced blood sugar and see if it possibly might work for you. And I always tell people it's worth a try. You have a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you're struggling, if you're not feeling like your best self, if you need a financial gain in your life, it's worth it. It's worth it to put yourself out there, not worry what people are going to say about you, and know that you have something to offer people that's going to help them. If you can get over that, then this is an incredible ticket. And it's just arriving in Canada. We've been a 10-year company, 11 years here in America, and we're about to launch in Mexico. And then from there, like the sky is wide open. Like I know we've been around for a while. 11 years seems like a while, but we are moving up in the ranks in network marketing companies, like best network marketing companies. And it's just amazing. Like my business is still booming. You know, I'm 4 years in. So it's incredible. Anyway, feel free to ask Lisha lots of questions. Thanks for coming and listening. And I always talk way more than I'm supposed to. I'm sure I'm way past my time limit, Lisha. Sorry. But enjoy, have fun at just hanging out as women, because that's the best part of just getting together on Friday nights. And maybe I'll see you on the team page sometime soon. Okay, bye.